The exhibition's title is Composite Presence, and it's a show about the relation between architecture and the city, specifically sort of focusing on the Belgian situation where we don't have a very strong tradition of urbanism. And we selected 50 projects which sort of work on that tradition, sort of thrive on the tradition. They seem to sort of get energy out of the weak urban context, and through architectural maneuvers also turn that weakness into a strength. So we in a way depict how in these weaker agglomerations architecture can play a very important role in turning those weak situations into powerful and interesting urban surroundings. So the show is a model landscape. It's a model landscape which is fictional. So we actually, plucked projects from all over Flanders and Brussels, and we recomposed them into a very dense environment of models at a scale 7 to 100, which is approximately 1 to 15. So big models where you can sort of walk through, and in a way it's a very direct experience. You walk onto a town square, through a street, through to the back of a building block, etc. If you walk into the pavilion, the Belgian pavilion, you could think like, maybe this is how we will live together. But on the other hand, the fact that we've selected all projects from the past 20 years, obviously, in a way, for some people might be a bit puzzling, because it's not sort of like really looking at the future. It's also, reflecting on the past. But we also, really believe that the city of the future is the city right in front of us. So we really like this idea of a very down-to-earth answer. And honestly, if you talk to any climate scientist or specialist working on this big transformation which is ahead of us, they will very much answer to architects specifically, retrofit your city, make it more efficient, make it more resilient and robust and attractive and dense. So in a way, the big challenge which is ahead of us is not some utopian new take on architecture. It's a very down-to-earth approach on improving the city. We will never stop changing. so I don't think we need to be conservative. Just for some reason, I think we need to look forward, but we also need to be realistic. And I think in the current situation, maybe a little bit similar to how the internet influenced architecture around the year 2000, sometimes it feels to me like we are reacting in the wrong way, kind of trying to claim that architects are, the people who will all fix the big problem, while the actual solution that is really expected from us is pretty down to earth, essentially. So we really have to keep our minds clear in this crisis, and not make the same mistake architecture has made before, and think the architecture is really the crucial, let's say, pivoting factor in society. Unfortunately, that's not really the case.